What it do, E-World? Good evening time, good morning time, good afternoon time, whatever the case may be in your part of the world. And I think what I'm going to start doing now when I say my little, greeting, I'm going to start off with whatever time it is in my part of the world. And yeah, right now it be evening time around here. Alright, I hope this thing ain't going to act crazy. It acts crazy sometimes, man. I can't on initially getting this live stream going. Let's see. Okay, there we go. But yeah, I'm gonna hold tight. Friday night, everybody might be busy or might be up to something. But let's sit here and check out this video real quick while I'm waiting on some folks. This dude was supposed to be doing a speed test. Oh man, they got to do closed captions on him. I don't need to hear nothing. I just know how fast, bro. I want to know how fast, cause like I said, man, I've been researching fast e-bikes for the last 10 months, man, and ain't too many of them out there. Matter of fact, you put in the search, what comes up for the fastest e-bike? Whole bunch of Krizat. None of these which are actually fast. Although I did see the gentleman with the bomber bike with the far driver controller, high flying something, high fly e-bikes, high flying e-bikes or something. Let me see. See if I can find it. It's not high fly e-bikes. I see my man, what's his name? T2 the bike guy. Let's see, let's search this. Far driver controller. He normally used to come up when I was searching far drivers. Let's see, kilowatt, fly high for fun. There it is, that's the name. Fly high for fun. This guy right here. Now, this was one of the fastest guys I've ever seen on YouTube, because I could hardly ever find anything with somebody, putting it on video.
So I wanted to do another free.
Fly high for fun. Hey, that's what it is, Lou. What's happening, man?
So,
yeah, bro.
go ahead and
So man, I'm the other day I was in rant mode a little bit because I had this dude. I don't know why I let him nag at me like that, man, but he was talking about, I wasn't going to never get triple digits. He just full of negativity, man. Dude was full of a whole bunch of negativity. And, basically I was like, okay, bro, so, where's your bike? Let me see your bike. How fast is your bike? Yeah, it's rainy, man. It's raining cats and dogs, bro. So I can't do nothing with the rain. So it's a chill in the house day. It was a sim racing day. I'm about to mess around with this thing a little bit, discuss my little plans on it. But yeah, this dude right here, he was the fastest guy that I could find on YouTube for a while, documented. And here he is on the highway right now. let's see. I think he get up to about 76 or 78. 76. 76. Okay. Now he was the first one that I found for a minute. Then there was the guy on the Suron, the one that does the shoot. Man, you know I'm terrible at all of this with my brain freezing ass. The guy that puts his bike on the oh man, the thing, shit, I can't think of it, man. But anyway, guy with the Suron, he went about 80 something. Let me see something. I'm gonna see if I can find him real quick.
It's real interesting to see what the GPS captured on the speed on the GoPro.
Fastest Suron. Oh man, wait a minute.
On the stealth bomber today. Smart driver controller. Looks like I turned it.
But anyway, yeah, this dude was all like, man, these bikes can easy go 50, 60 miles an hour with no problem with your eyes closed, yada, yada, yada. Then he started telling about he got a 90-mile-an-hour bike. Well, where the hell is this son bitch? Because I can't find it. This dude right here, Jack Cecil. Jack Cecil.
So this video is going to be about that thing.
Jack Cecil, I think he went 80 something.
That is the world's fastest and still the world's fastest Suron light feed. And
Cecil.
right here. So we're going to take it for a spin. I'm going to show you
Jack Cecil. Wait a minute, let me see something. Turn the volume up a little bit. That's too much.
Just going to do a general overall overview of the bike.
Let's speed up.
Alright, so today we're on the Suron, and I'm gonna show you guys a little bit about this bike. There she is. This is the Suron Light B. It was an X model.
You know, he keep calling it Suron Light B, and I can't help but to keep looking at that big Segway sticker right there, even though it's the same shit.
Awesome setup. This is the controller from ERT, must have, and you got to pair it up with the big boy battery too. You can't skimp on this. Overall, this setup produces massive power.
So do he still have this bike, you know?
I'll show that here.
Yeah, he had this joint on the dyno.
Over 20 horsepower, so 21 horsepower.
Now he said over 20 horsepower. Wait a minute, I gotta do the formula on that, man, because
so we're doing a 0 to 50 and a 0 to 100 run. So
that's a lot of watts if he got 20 horsepower, bro.
Wheelie.
And see, it's the same thing my bike could do if I tried to just gun it. And look, he had bad camera view too in the top.
0 to 50.
Yo, I think I'd give him a run for his money, yo. Right now. I don't know what his top, did he say exactly what his top speed was, or was it 80? Anyway, yo, I still haven't been able to figure out what my top speed is, even on that battery, even on that little battery system, because you know, I either run into traffic or run out of road.
So 85.8.
Okay, he went 85. 85.8. So, far as I'm concerned, that's the record right there. Cause I got it. If it ain't on video, like you said, if it ain't on video, it ain't happened. So 85.8. He rolling. Yeah, he booking. 85.8. Alright, I'm gonna stop him right there. 85.8 is the speed to beat. Yeah, bro. Now, that's another thing. I don't have my flux dialed in all the way as of right now. Right now, I'm only running about 20% flux. 20% flux right now. And that's because I'm trying to keep it in proportion to my amps. But let me tell you, when I get that, man, when I get that juice, bro, when I deliver 450 amps to that back, man, I'm telling you, it's OV. It's OV. When I get 450 amps to that controller, I'm setting records, bro. I'm setting records. I don't know if I'm gonna get to them triple digits, but I guarantee you that 85 is gone. I'm gonna get that 85. I might almost get close to that 85 now if I can get me a long straightaway and don't have to stop. I probably could get 82, 83 right now. However, I'm getting ready to show you what I'm going to do in the meantime, just to give me a little bit more right now. Now, if you seen my video from the other day, bro, I got up to 80 miles an hour with just that little battery and that one set of light poles in parallel with it. Now, let me show you. You probably already seen my short, but let me show you what I'm getting ready to do to add some more current flow to the current situation. Now, I know guys keep jumping on my thread talking about I need this, I need that, as far as battery. Yes, fellas, I know that. I know I need a high power, high amp Molicel custom battery. But you just can't snap your fingers like that and have one. If I could, I would have one. If there was a place right now that sold a high output Molicel battery, specially built for this bike, you know what? No, I wouldn't buy it. I wouldn't buy it because, for one thing, it would cost way too much goddamn money. And I'm DIY, so I'm not even going to do that. But I am going to build it. But it's going to take some time. Even after I get the parts, building that battery is definitely going to take some time. Now, knowing me, I may stay up for 2, 3, 4, 5 days in a row. Where that battery should take a couple weeks to build, yeah, I might build it in a week. I don't know, because that's just me. But for right now, to compensate and give me some more amps. Now, I was checking out the telemetry on my GLE, and I was pulling 280 something amps. Out of what I got right now, when I was getting up around 80 miles an hour, it was pulling 280 something amps. So let's just say The max amps on my setup right now is 300. Maybe I can get 300 amps out of my setup. All right, now right here, I put it in black, is a 72 volt 20 amp hour battery right here. And it's on, you see I got it sitting on the rack. Put this rack on there. Now I got some straps. I got a whole bunch of them Velcro straps where I can strap that on there. It'll be real secure. It ain't going nowhere. This 72 volt 20 amp hour will definitely give me at least another 100 amps. So if I got 300 right now, this 72 volt 20 amp hour will give me 400 amps. Now, if I really want to get greedier and squeeze out another 50 amps, I got this 72 volt battery right here. I put it in this black bag. You know, I'm trying to keep it so it don't look so crazy. I got blue and white batteries. But I can strap this one. Yeah, that's crazy. But then guess what? This is crazy is what I am. And hitting triple digits is what I intend to do. Now, with this one right here, between them two, I can get another 50 amps. Basically, I almost will be able to get my 450 amps when I tie these two in parallel with the rest of my system. Now, yeah, it may look a little crazy, but it's gonna give me the amps I need. Now, let me tell you this. If that doesn't give me the amps I need, I got a backpack big enough to put this 50 amp hour in my backpack. But let's hope for goodness I don't have to do that, because that battery is like another person being strapped on my back. So I really ain't, you know, I'm talking when I say that. I really don't even want to do that. But I got a serious ass backpack that'll hold that battery. But let's just hope we ain't got to go there. 100 amps from that, 50 amps from that, 450 amps. That'll give me a little bit more juice. And I'm sure to reach up in the 90s with that. Anyway, let me go over here and see how much you laughing at me. You right, boy. Because I'm going to tell you, this front already is light the way it is. You probably right. I probably really need to strap this battery right here to my handlebars to give me some weight up front. Because I'm gonna tell you, boy, that front wheel be real light. It be real light when I got that throttle mashed out. But yeah, I could strap that bad boy to the front handlebars. I'm telling you, I got them serious Velcro straps where you can strap a body to something. That's how serious them Velcros is I got. Matter of fact, where they at over here? They in this bag right here. I got the real deal joints. Now, whole bunch of them. Oh, there go my head thing. I was looking for that. I could use that instead of this chest thing for this GoPro. But yeah, these Velcros right here. You see, they got that little thing right there, the little latch or hook or whatever. You can loop it through that little loop it through like that. And when you strap something down with these, it ain't going nowhere. And I got a whole bunch of them. So I mean, it really only need 2. But just to be extra, I would put about 3 of them on there. But I wouldn't strap it right there. For real. But like you say, I do need to put some weight up front. So, you know, I would put that one right there on the center frame. And this little battery back here, yeah, that is in the back. That's going to make me wheelie even more. But, you know, with this one counterbalancing it, it should be the same as it is now. I'll be distributing that weight evenly. As you can see, the bike is up on the teeter-totter right there. It's balanced. It's balanced. Ain't nothing holding this bike. It's balanced on there like a seesaw. So I can see how balanced it is. Alright, let me see what you're talking about now. Build a bracket. Man, I'm gonna tell you, bro. Like I say, man, when I'm doing that little speed test, I got to just barely ease into that speed. If I'm going 40 on this thing right now, if I'm going 40 and I do like that, it's power wheeling at 40 miles an hour, boy. That 273 is a monster. Now, another thing that I'm probably going to have to do to really be race certified is do like I always do, and I never thought I would have to upgrade those phase wires, but yeah, I'm going to have to put some 4 gauge on those phase wires, because the phase wires going to that, I believe, are 8, I think they 8 gauge. Matter of fact, you can see them right here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's 8 gauge. And 8 gauge is not enough for 450 DC line amps. And that's not DC line amps going to that. That's phase amps going back there. So that's 900 amps going to that back motor. Ain't nowhere in the world that's enough. It really needs 2 sets. 2 sets of these minimum. So what I could do is, I got another QS205 motor that I'm not using. Just got a set of phase wires on there just like that. I can take them off and I can crack that open and run double sets of phase wires. So there's no doubt in my mind, man, in order to get all of them amps to that motor, I'm going to have to put some heavier gauge phase wires going back there. But boy, let me tell you, man, that thing is going to be crazy. Crazy. Now, I've been trying to find, and I can't find it. I've been trying to Google, YouTube, whatever, to see what's the fastest bike out there right now. Now, I don't believe the fastest bike out there is on YouTube. Can't be. I don't know how fast the dude down in Hawaii is going, but he got a Super 73 with a QS205. Now, I honestly speaking, man, listen, I'm not taking nothing away from that brother. He got a serious bike, and the build is top notch. He got a top notch bike, top notch build, top notch battery system. But I don't believe that he gonna be able to beat me with a Super 73 and a QS205 motor. I don't care what he got on that bike. But I'm pretty sure that I saw a video where he up in the 90s. Now, I'm not talking about right now. Although, I don't think he will smoke me right now. It might be close. But I ain't got him smoking me. But, I'm talking about when I get that 450 amps back there. When I get that 450 amps back there, boy, this thing gonna be hard to deal with. Ain't no question. I need to get a long swing arm. If I can find somebody that can make me a swing arm about 5 or 6 inches longer, I'm sure that would help. Because right now, man, I'm hurting that I can't give myself maximum throttle and maximum acceleration because it comes up. Man, listen, even with my fat ass self, I tried to lean. I leaned all of my weight over top of the handlebars. Where I basically was laying across the top of the handlebars, trying to put all my weight on the front of that bike. And I gave it throttle, and it still lifted my fat ass up. Is 90 his max? Man, like I say, bro, I got me doing over 90 with these extra amps right here. I don't even know where I'm at right now as far as top speed. I've still yet to do a top speed on this system as is without that. But I'm gonna have to find me a nice long straightaway. And to be honest, that road that I test on is long enough. It's just that I gotta go out there the right time of the day. Now the other day, that video I posted, man, when I went out there, that was like 4:35 p.m. man. That was during the heaviest time of day for traffic on that road. But normally, man, if I go out there 10, 11 o'clock in the morning or 1 or 2 in the afternoon, there ain't no traffic out there, man. I got at least a half a mile stretch to open that thing up. Who got a blade? A blade? What's a blade? Put me down. I don't know what you're talking about. He got a blade. What the hell is that? Is that a... I'm gonna have to look that up. You can't be talking about it. Oh man. You know what? That is scary. I believe you. And that I'd rather hit a car than to hit a deer. Because the deer is liable to get up and stomp you to death. You were holding a knife. What the hell who was holding a knife, bro? What are you talking about? A knife. Yeah, I'm lost. You lost me, bro. But anyway, let's get back to these amps. Like I say, this battery right here, I'm pretty sure that'll get me another 100 amps. This is the 72 volt battery that Smokey Serron had on his little mini Razor before he got that. He got a big one now. He got a 40 amp hour. And the 40 amp hour, of course, is double the size of this one. He got a big block under there now. So he got a 72 volt 40 amp hour. But this was the first battery he had on there, which is a 72 volt 20 amp hour. And this battery right here is, man, I'm just guesstimating. I think this is about a 10 amp hour battery. This is that little small battery that came on that lightweight Bomber bike. So I got that because I put my Onyx battery in his bike. So I got his old battery. So that's the 10 amp hour. So that already got a long cable on it. It don't need to be no thicker for that little battery. Like I said, this little battery probably only give me about 50 amps. And I can run all these power wires to that distribution block I got in there. So 50, 100 plus 300, that'll give me 450 amps. Looking crazy as hell, but it's gonna work. Plus what I can do is once I do that, I'll be able to go in the app and dial watts up some more. Right now I got the watts set about the last speed test I did, I think it was around 18,000 watts. I think I had it set to 18,000 watts, man. So when I hook that extra juice up, I can dial the watts up to about, shoot, man, I might dial it up to about 28, getting close to 30,000 watts. That should get me well up in the 90s. But with that calculation, what Mr. Build It Tune It calculated, he calculated with 450 amps and everything else, the wheel size and everything. If I get 450 amps, bro, that's 105 miles per hour. But I don't think this is going to get me a solid 450 amps and at 72 volts. I'll probably have about 400 amps and the volts will probably sag down to about 70 volts, man. I might have 400 amps at about 70 volts. Now, when I get a for real pack, a pack that can handle it, then you're talking, when you got a full battery, you got 80 something volts that will hold that 450 amps. The battery that he's designing for me is going to be a 20S14P P42 millicell batteries. That battery should be capable of about 650 amps or better. So that'll definitely give me the 450 I need, plus some room to breathe. That way I have some range and everything. Right now, like I said, if this combination of batteries get me to 450, it ain't no room to breathe. It's going to be some sag, but it should definitely get me up in the 90s. So I'm not going to do this live tonight, but y'all know what it is. I'm going to run both of those batteries to that distribution block, and by that time I'll be having hooked up to 3 different batteries and the lipos. So that's what we gonna do, fellas. And then I'm gonna do a speed test then and see what it do. If I gotta go out on that road 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning when ain't nobody out there. Plus, I'm going to double my suspension up in the rear. As you can see, I got the little pieces so I can run 2 of these in the rear since I'm so fat now. Even though I don't really need it anymore, I used to really need it on my last bike when I had that other seat set up, because what would happen is it would not bottom out, but because I had that other seat and I had the camera and all that stuff mounted underneath the seat, my back wheel used to rub like if I went off the curb or something. So I needed this extra shock back there, but I'm still gonna put it on this bike. So as you see, we got some decent stopping power now. We got the MT7s on there, so we got some brakes now, even though that e-brake is doing its job. And not only that, let's see, I also got my new bearings in there. Look at that, nice and smooth now, man. The bearing was so messed up that you could hear it scraping when I turned my handlebars, like. So I don't know what I did. Some kind of way before I had tightened it up with that bearing. It wasn't in there straight, so it kind of bent it. And it jacked the bearing up. But anyway, that's a new bearing, nice and smooth. Plus, got this heavy duty gooseneck on there now. And I was trying to figure out how I could get my my phone to sit in the middle, because it was sitting off center with that phone mount that I have. So I got the little double bar thing, whatever you call it, a little extension bar. And with that, I'm able to mount my phone thing in the middle. Because I just like everything to be nice and lined up, man. It's sitting off, cocked to the side and all that. I ain't like that. Where's my... there it is. You know, I still love this app right here. I'm gonna use the GLE for the most part, but when I'm not using that, you know, I still use this this Thunder Speed app. Wait a minute, not that one. That one right there. You know that's slick. At least I like the way that looks. It's another red one on here. By the way, guys, if y'all don't know, I think they changed the name of this app now. It used to be called Thunder 77 for anybody that's interested. But now they call it, I think it's GPS something, man. I'm gonna have to look, I'm gonna have to see what they changed the name of this thing to. Well, Thunder GPS. Alright, so they took away the, it still got the little 77 right there, but it's called Thunder GPS in the Play Store. iOS, I don't know if they got it on iOS. But you can use this thing in landscape or portrait mode. And then, you know, one of these is supposed to be the Lambo display. I don't know, but I don't use none of them. I use that big numbers when I used to do my speed test, so y'all could see. But I really like that one right there. But yeah, man, so we good to go. We ain't gotta worry about handlebars moving and all that, man. These handlebars was different sized from my other one, so I couldn't clamp onto them really good. But now with that new gooseneck, they pretty secure. What else? And I got these pedals right here. These pedals, because the other ones had that red that was off, so I kind of like those. And I gotta put my little I call that my umbrella. My little umbrella mud guard on. So yeah, anyway, that's where we at. But yeah, if anybody else can tell me of another video with a guy with the fastest bike on YouTube, please let me know what it is. Because right now, this John, was it Jack Cecil? He's the fastest guy I can find on YouTube. And in the beginning of this video, we just watched him, and he did 85 miles an hour. But you know what, Lou? He never showed that 85 miles an hour. He said he did 85 miles an hour.
How fast was that?
I'm going to take his word for it. Now see, he just said 80 right there. But he ain't never show no speed armor or no GPS or nothing. So, you know, you can make your mouth say anything. Or maybe I missed it.
5.8.
Let me go back. Let me see. Wait a minute. No, he got some proof.
All right. That was a speed run. You can see the speed here. 85.8.
Okay, on his Garmin.
So
His Garmin says 85.8.
Really cooking there.
But at the same time, he didn't show that live. You know, if I did that, they would have told me. They would have told me I had it in the car and then I stuck it on the bike. So, you know, I don't know. But it definitely looked like he was hauling ass. Where is it? I think this is it. This ain't even the one where he was going fast. And see, you don't see shit. Now 85, he should have rolled up on that truck a whole lot faster than that. But you know, maybe the truck was haul assing too. Where's the other part at? I ain't doubting him, cause the man got 20 horsepower on that damn bike.
And kilometer run.
I don't remember where it was at.
Okay, 1.9.
I don't know, man. I'm not gonna watch the whole thing over. But yeah, somebody got another video. Please let me know what it is. I'd like to check it out. Dust Lightning e-bikes. Yeah, but do they have a video, man? Is there a video up? Well, you know what? I can go for that. I can go for that loot on that. But at the same time, Engine need to put a video up too. But I definitely can go for a motorcycle. What kind of motor he got on that Ducati? Is it a 273 or what is he running on that? Matter of fact, he got a mid-drive, right? That's a mid-drive system, I believe. And man, I don't put none of that build on Engine. I give all the props on that build to what's his homeboy name, or his cousin or brother, or whoever the other dude is. He called him Lord something. The other dude is the guy that do all the building. Oh, he got a 260. Okay. He got that 12-inch motor. What I call the little moped bike motor. That small rim motor. Man, let me put this up on the screen. I'm tired of looking at this what you call. But what I call the little moped. Okay. I ain't learned my lesson yet, Mr. Mike. How you doing today, Mr. Mike? I knew you was going to fuss at me and tell me put it up on the screen so I could see. It's a little late now. The video probably almost over with. But anyway, I don't know if you saw it, Mr. Mike, but I'm about to add another 150 amps to this system. With 2 more packs. I know you can check it out later. You can hit the rewind button. You're a little late. But I got 2 more packs. I'm gonna run in parallel for now, temporary. And try to get a little bit more amps to that UFO back there. Smokey Servon, what's happening? You late too, homie? Let me see how many. Oh, I got about 20 minutes. Yeah. Smokey Servon, you know what this is back here. That's that little Razor battery, 20 amp hour. And I'm going hard for these amps, bro. I'm gonna get these amps. I'm gonna hit that 90 mile per hour marker. Now, Mr. Mike, I got 2 of them. I might not need this one. This is the that's the 10 amp hour right there. But I might as well just go balls to the walls. Don't even play around. Strap this one on and that one on. I'm gonna need some weight up front anyway. This not a big battery. It's nice and light. You know, you see that's the form of it. It's a long rectangle. And I'm definitely gonna need something to balance that battery back there. It's already popping wheelie. So if I don't put that one up there, I'm gonna have to do an Evel Knievel across the 90 mile an hour mark. But if that don't get me enough amps, then like I told Lou earlier, I got a big old camping backpack, and I will put that suitcase in that camping backpack. And I definitely know I'll have enough amps if I put that suitcase back there. Oh, okay, you said 1 and 2 stay at 1 in the app. Okay, they done, Smokey. They are done. You know what? I need to order some hall sensors too, bro. Matter of fact, since you said that, don't even worry about it. I'm gonna order some because I think you get like 15 of them. The last time I bought some, I got 15 in a pack. So as soon as I finish this live stream, I'll order some. I figured that's what it was though. Yeah, I already spoke on the phase wise earlier, bro. You missed that. I said I'm about to run another set of phase wise from off a QS205 that I'm going to double up. I'm also going to do that. I'm going to hook those up, so I'll have 2 sets of phase wires. I would prefer to have 1 wire for each one, you know, 1 4 gauge. But I don't have enough 4 gauge wire long enough to run 3 phase wires. But I do have an extra set of phase wires off of QS205, the same as these. So I will run 2 sets of phase wires back there. That may not be enough, but it damn sure will help. So, yep, gonna do that too. They're gonna melt together. I don't know about that, bro. If they melt together, that's fine, because I'm running them in parallel anyway. We're gonna see. If they're gonna melt together, then that's what's gonna happen, because I'm gonna do it. Ain't nothing deterring me from that. You know, I used to be in a whole lot of DIY groups. And you know what I hated about those DIY groups? It was a whole bunch of scary, I call them scary, a whole bunch of scary MFers in the DIY groups. If you do this, this gonna happen. If you do that, that's gonna happen. Your rim gonna fall off. Your spokes gonna blow up. That's gonna happen. Man, listen, I don't worry about none of that shit, because guess what? Whatever blow up, I'm gonna fix it up. So maybe a dude that can't, you know, can't repair his own shit or access newer parts when he burned his old shit up might worry about it, but I'm running to blow. On this channel right here, I'm running balls to the walls. I'm running to blow, and if it blow up, I'm gonna fix it up, but I'm damn sure gonna do it. Yeah, you know, that's a good idea, Mr. Mike. That I was wondering how I was going to do it, but thanks for that idea. You're right. Run those on the other side. Good idea. Appreciate that. For sure. Because ain't no way in the world both of those phase wires are going to come out that one side. So, yeah. I may have to get a special type axle for that, man, to be honest. And I can't even really do that for right now. But what I can do, if I can't run 2 sets of 8 gauge from the battery all the way to the motor, what I can do is I can cut these as close as possible to about right in here somewhere. Then from about right here, I can run 4 gauge up to the battery. That's as good as I can get it. 4 gauge from here up, and that will be a whole lot better than these 8 gauge carrying those amps all the way from the battery to here. If I can get 4 gauge all the way up to this point, and it only has to go, that current only has to go through a shorter distance of 8 gauge, that'll be better. You know, when you run a lot of amps like that, the shorter it has to go, the better chances you have. Now, is that ideal? No, that's not ideal, but it will definitely be better. So I'm not even going to attempt to try to squeeze all of them wires through there. I'm gonna cut it right there and have, just like I said, from right here to the battery will be 4 gauge. That's the best I can do for right now, until I try to get somebody in a machine shop to make me an axle that's hollow on both sides to run some phase wires out the other side, like you said. Teflon. I don't know what they have. I think, is that Teflon? Well, I doubt if that's what they have on these phase wires, but I'm pretty sure they got some high temperature silicone or something on there that can handle the heat. I don't have any Teflon wire. I know, but I like using. Now, I told you I used to have a car stereo shop, so I like that car stereo power wire. In fact, I got a whole bunch of that. Now, it ain't Teflon, but it can surely handle a lot of amps. Now, I built a whole bunch of car stereo systems with multiple amp systems that was 20, 30,000 watt stereo systems that had 3 and 4 batteries, you know, and 2 alternators that pulled more amps than this bike. And that monster cable could handle it. So that's about the best I can do for right now, is run some monster cable. I got 4-gauge monster cable. At some point, it would be lovely if I could use like some welding cable. Not 1/0, but what's half of the 1/0? Well, that might be 4-gauge. I don't know, but it's something. It's close to it. They got some welding cable that's not 1/0. It's about half of that. Let's see what this battery looking like. Wow. We still... I don't know about that. I think that battery playing tricks on me, but 56 minutes so far. I say at least another 10 minutes. But the battery kind of looked kind of good. I think that I got one of those original GoPro batteries in here, because I got some off-brand GoPro batteries from Amazon, and they are terrible, but the original GoPro batteries last a little bit longer. And I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure I got a real GoPro battery in here right now. But let me see, what else I got to add while I got y'all fellas here, man. That's pretty much it, man. So hopefully it don't be raining tomorrow. I don't know what the weather forecast is for tomorrow, but I know it rained all damn day today down here, man. And I'm gonna try my best to do it. It ain't like I got a lot to do, man, but I don't know, I'm kind of feeling lazy. But all I gotta do is just run them power wires, extend those power wires, and put a ring terminal on there and hook them up to that distribution block, and I'll be good to go. Am I going to do the 4-gauge tonight on the phase wires? Hell no. Hell no. So all that battery power and see what it do. Right now I can control how many watts I send back there with the app. So it ain't like I gotta send, I don't have to send 30,000 watts back there. I can try to go up to about 25. I'm pretty sure there's some guys running at least 30K even on a single set of phase wires. I'm sure there are, because I ain't seen nobody else yet other than me that's changing the phase wires. It might be a few guys, they ain't on YouTube. I don't know why they didn't put bigger gauge phase wires on this 273 anyway. I seen that 260. That 260 comes with some, looks like 6-gauge. I think they got 6-gauge on that. But they also rate that as a 12K motor, nominal. But they damn sure should have had 6-gauge on this thing too. That's ridiculous. Why would they put the same gauge phase wires on a 273 that they got on a 205? That's crazy. But that's what they did. Matter of fact, I need to see if I can get the harness for that that 260. I'm pretty sure they gotta sell that harness. I'd like to see how they put that 6-gauge through well, that 260 probably got a bigger hole in the axle, I'm sure. Who was that? Kilovolt. That was Kilovolt. They had that 260. QS 260. Now I'm gonna tell you, these 260s right here got the same size phase wires as I got, but I'm pretty sure that video that Kilovolt had, he had bigger phase wires on that motor. I'm positive about that. Here it is right here. Matter of fact, let me put that on the big screen. I don't know, fellas. I'ma say later, just in case this thing dies. If it was a lot of y'all in here, I'd come back, but I don't think so. I don't think it's worth doing another one. Oops, that's the old, that's not it. That's not it.
Straight after I made that phone call on that big truck.
Let me see if I can get to the part.
Is the other 9% probability you won't need that.
That big ass controller right there, boy. God
Absolute
damn.
beast. I can tell you we've got 25 mil squared motor phase wires. So as I said, they're absolutely humongous phase wires.
Yep, let me go back just a little bit.
So as I said, that H, which has a 600A max phase discharge. This is doing a lot more than that. But anyway, let's move on into some of the specifications here. We've got 25 mil squared motor phase wires. So as I said, they're absolutely humongous phase wires. Got a brake disc on the motor. Bear in mind, this swing arm, we've had this custom made. This is going to be in an upcoming episode where we're converting a superbike to electric. We've had this swing arm entirely custom produced for us to fit this motor. Now, the motor speed choice.
I'm pretty sure he showed them phase wires.
Tell them how fast you want to go. We told QS, who supply 99% of our motors for our builds, we want to go as fast as possible. So that's what we said to them, fast as possible. The magnet height on this is 70 mil. We've got 16 pairs of magnets, and it reckons there's a max speed on this of 140 kilometers per hour.
Oh, battery ain't looking good, fellas.
Rear fault width is 230 mil. There's two types of temperature sensors in there, the KTY83 and the 122. And it
really ain't no need in me coming back, because I done talked about everything I needed to talk about.
They're not telling you much else. They are not telling you much else. There's not much else to say.
But it's early. It's 6:45. I tell you what, though, if I do that work, put them wires on there, I will come back and do that on the live stream just for something to do.
90H.
Just for something to do, y'all. But I'm gonna wait a while to do that. It's almost dinner time. So let's say around 8, 9 o'clock. I'm going to try to get back in here and yeah, do the live stream, hooking them 2 batteries up. That's all it's gonna be. If anybody interested in seeing that. Let me see if I'm cut off yet. I think y'all still here. I ain't heard this thing beep yet. Okay. Let me see if I'm cut off yet. PTFE wire. Okay, Mr. Mike. What the heck is PTFE wire? I have no idea what that abbreviation stands for, but I will check it out. Oh, I see where you said they showed somebody who drilled out the other side of that axle. But you know what? Here's the thing, Mr. Mike. That's a little scary. Once you start hollowing out that axle. Now, you know, you damn sure better know what you're doing if you hollow that axle out, man. Because I feel like it, I already had a buddy of mine break his axle. He hit a pothole, and I'm thinking the reason why his axle broke, I'm thinking he may have had his bolts really tight. So you figure if you got the bolts really tight on your axle, and you shouldn't have to put them that tight if you got good slots. If you got good dropouts that are slotted, you shouldn't have to crank down on those nuts like that. But if you got a whole bunch of pressure, if they torque down real strong, and you hit a pothole, yeah, he snapped his axle. Making hash browns, huh? So yeah, that's a good tip, fellas, for y'all that don't know. Now, once again, I'm gonna show. See my dropouts back here? I got those plates right there. Now, normally I have 3 plates on there, but I got 2 plates. 2 plates on each side. 2 of these steel plates on each side, and they're slotted. And then I got double nuts. I got the double nuts with the big lock washer in there. Now, this lock washer, this on here, is so strong that when I start trying to loosen this bolt up, it will start shaving metal off the bolt. That's how strong that lock washer is that's on there. That's the kind of lock washer you need, especially if you're going to be using the e-brake or regen, because regen will loosen these bolts right up, especially if you got some play or you got your slots ain't got, they ain't super tight. But anyway, put as many of those plates as, these are basically the torque arms for these bikes. But, yeah, man, it's like that thick on both sides of my dropouts. And as you can see, like I said, with the lock washer and the double nut. This nut keeping that nut from spinning with the lock washer and all that, man. People might think that's over. It's not overkill, because trust and believe me, that e-brake will spin those dropouts right out if you ain't got enough torque arm back there, enough support. Okay, well, I would absolutely get somebody in the machine shop or college or something to do it. I damn sure wouldn't do it. I don't think I could do that if I wanted to. You probably need a lathe for that. A lathe. Let's see. What else before we go? Oh, remember I was telling y'all I had this set up underneath of here? So in emergency, if I wanted to disconnect my power, as you can see, now I got to get rid of this Anderson as well. But right now, I got this Anderson on that small battery. That battery can't even hardly produce more than 150 amps. So this Anderson ain't carrying the the current from my whole system, because all of the batteries are going to the distribution block, so they're not running through that one Anderson. But anyway, I got this for that single battery. I can unplug it right there. Pull, you know, in an emergency, if I'm just running that battery, I can pull down and unplug it right there, and I charge through the bottom. So that's why I like that frame, man. I love this frame. And somebody asked me, hey man, you ain't scared when you doing that speed? They was telling me how that bike get to wobbling and shaking. If you look at my videos, fellas, you can see this bike ain't doing no wobbling, no shaking. It ain't getting squirrely or none of that, man. This bike is planted at 60, 70 miles an hour. It's floating smooth. Ain't nothing scary about it. And I think a lot of that's got to do with this heavy ass QS273. That motor, I put it on a scale, weighs 50 pounds by itself. 50 pounds. So yeah, this bike is super heavy. Heavy is all get out. But when you're talking about high speed, that heaviness helps out a whole lot when you're going super fast. Now, I can't imagine doing 90 miles an hour on a Suron, because as we all know, Surons are light. They light. That's why they're perfect for trail riding and jumping and all that, because they're lightweight bikes. But I don't know if I would want to be going 90 miles an hour on a light ass bike. It should be easier to get them up to speed though. That's another reason why I like this motor. Also, because of that weight, this bike coasts very well. And that's why the regen works so well. And because that wheel is so heavy, when them RPMs get up and you got that momentum, that all that weight, all that mass spinning, when you coast, the weight of that motor keeps you coasting fast for a long time. And like I said, with me using regen, man, is great. I don't need to be going down no hill for regen. I get that thing up to speed and it's going to put some energy back in my battery. Hey, Mr. Green, I'm like you now. I think I need a longer wheelbase for all this power. Now that's another thing. When I'm on these speed videos, I can't accelerate. I can't, do max throttle, because the front of this wants to come up. It comes up way too easy. Like I said in the beginning of my video, even if I lay my body weight across those handlebars, it will still raise me up. So I would love to have a swing arm about 5 or 6 inches longer, and I think that would help keep it on the ground. But yeah, right now I can't even do 0 to 60 times or 0 to 100 times, because I can't keep the front wheel down. Man, what y'all talking about brownies, man? What's going on with these brownies? I think y'all talking about them funny kind of brownies. I ain't said nothing about no hash browns in this stream. So I don't know what y'all talking about. But anyway, I'm pretty sure that I'm going to be losing this stream in a few minutes. So, man, I thank all you guys for stopping in as usual. You guys have a good night. Like I said, I'm going to try to get back up in here around 9, 10 o'clock. That's if I don't pass out. Man, I'll be having some long days, fellas. I get up with the chickens. Even though I don't have to get up early, I get up early every day. So these are some long days for me, man. I start my day at like 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning. Turkish hash. Turkish hash, huh? I hear that. You mean hashish? Man, I wish some of you guys would consider doing this sim racing thing, man. When it get ready to get cold, I'm telling you, man, this is some good fun, fellas. You ain't got to buy all this crap like I got, man. You can just get yourself a wheel and a desk, and that's all you need. But it's definitely a lot more fun when you got, you know, the force feedback and all that. But you really, man, really all you need is a controller. Sega drama free. You right, man. They be crying. Them guys be crying on this Assetto Corsa, boy. They take it real serious, boy. You better not be causing no accidents or driving crazy. They don't want you on the track. They gonna blackball you. They do not play, man. They take it real serious, bro. This ain't shoot, what do you call it? The one where you be stealing cars and all that. You know what I'm talking about. Ain't no shooting up stuff and robbing banks and all that, man. These guys, they are deadly serious about their racing, man. But it's fun though, man. I love it. Matter of fact, when I finish this live stream, I'm about to get on it. So that's why I said I'm gonna try to get back, but who knows? It's raining, so I'm pretty sure the server gonna be crowded tonight. They don't know what my gaming tag mean, man. Well, they can't prove it. And it ain't that bad. Oh, you mean for driving bad? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I might have to end up changing my tag at some point where I get a little bit better. I'm gonna have to change my name, because right now they might be trying to blackball me too. Man, I was thinking something crazy about a dual motor setup, man. Can you imagine having two QS273s, boy? Two of them things. You really don't need to, because that front wheel would just be spinning like crazy. But even to put a QS205 on the front, man, all-wheel drive with some power, man, I'm telling you, you will be beating sport bikes then. There's no doubt in my mind I will out-accelerate some sport bikes with all-wheel drive.